Welcome to another Wine Wednesday. I'm James.
And I'm Alex.
And today we're going to be drinking a real special release. We're throwing it back with the 2018 Tenebris. This year is our reserve Pinot from the year 2018, made up of some of our favorite Pinot Noir barrels of that year. And let's get into it.
Yeah, the name Tenebris is Latin for darkness, and it comes from our old family crest. So the three otters label represents the three little otter heads that are on the family crest. But with that is the Latin motto Lux in Tenebris, which is light in darkness. So our reserve Chardonnay is called Lux or light, and the reserve Pinot Noir is called Tenebris or darkness.
And that's why we're drinking in the darkness here today.
We're giving you guys a little theme for today.
A little flavor.
Let's get into this. James and I obviously like this wine because it's our 5 favorite barrels of the vintage, but it's been actually quite a little bit since either of us have tasted this, so we're pretty excited.
And an ideal wine to cellar over a period of time, so it's good to come back to this wine year after year as you've been aging it.
And it is mostly volcanic soil in 2018, which this gorgeous perfumed red fruited nose is hinting at as well. It's two different barrels, 2 blocks from Bjornson Vineyard in the Yosemite Hills volcanic soils, 1 barrel from Bella Vita Vineyard in the Dundee Hills, a barrel from Momtazi in McMinnville AVA, but up higher on actually in the BD block, my favorite block in the vineyard, which is volcanic soil, but where there was an ancient landslide. So it's Jory soils, but it's Jory soil covered by another sediment, or another layer of Jory soil, so it's kind of double deep Jory. And then the one marine sedimentary site is Fir Crest.
So a lot of really awesome sites go into this one.
And there's no new wood, but it's actually 100% second fill barrels. So you definitely get a little bit of flavor from the oak, but nothing that is too dominant. And actually, I think I need to correct myself. I think it's 4 second fill barrels and 1 new barrel.
Okay.
So, because there is, smelling it, you get...
There's definitely new oak.
You get some spice from the oak.
Yeah, it's definitely oak influence.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that oak really just like, after having, this much time in bottle, is really integrated well, very plush. All this, I don't know, torrefied flavors, these barrel sweetness, kind of.
And a lot of the whole cluster components are coming through as well here. So off the top of my head, this is about 50% whole cluster. You get plenty of these spicy, like think baker spice, like nutmeg, cinnamon. For me right now, quite a bit of nutmeg and clove. Mm-hmm. And that's melding well, so you can't really tell if that's coming from the grapes or from the oak. And obviously it's coming from both. And this really, really long finish. It's not heavy, it's like fair, like smooth. I wouldn't say light. It's light. It's got a deft touch, but the finish just keeps on going.
Yeah, you can't talk about lightness when we're talking about the darkness.
Fact.
But yeah, like the finish on this is really nice. It's not like you'd expect there to be a lot of like oak through the finish, but I think the wines that went into these barrels are really holding their own through the end of the palate here.
And it does represent quite a lot of the clones in the Willamette Valley. So it's 113, 114, 115, 667, 777, Pomard, and Baidensville. So a really good diversity of clones. Some of those blocks are intermixed or co-fermented with blocks that are next to each other. But a true Willamette Valley blend in that it includes grapes from throughout kind of the northern bit of the Willamette Valley and clonal material that's commonly planted in the Willamette Valley.
Yeah, this is doing really well.
Do you remember back in 2019 when we were blending this?
It was a lot of fun.
I remember looking at each other and spending quite a lot of time. We were going between several different blends.
A lot of debate on.
And James and I remember distinctly we liked this blend the best. And you taste them blind, so we don't actually know which blend is which blend. But by the end, James and I knew exactly when it was this blend.
Yeah.
And we have veto power. We're the main winemakers, but we definitely vetoed and used our veto power for this blend.
Like, this is the blend. And I'm glad we did.
Yeah, pretty fucking delicious.
Yeah, this still has like so much life to it too, which is always encouraging to see. Like when we blend these wines, and especially Tenebris, it is something that you want to lay down, and for it to still be kicking and screaming here today is a good sign.
Yeah, and food-friendly wine, you don't have to drink it in the dark. I think it's better if you do, but
just brooding in the dark over a glass of wine.
Yeah,
this is the one to do it.
Yeah. Well, and then, like, great with a wide variety of food, but also just sitting next to a fireplace, sitting next to a campfire.
Sitting next to 2 tea lights in the barrel room.
Mm-hmm. We can make that happen if you want. We've got tea lights, we've got a barrel room.
Taking special requests.
Yeah, we've got 2 barrel rooms actually. I'm looking through the window over to the other one, but that one right now is brightly lit because we've got Howie and Damara working in the barrel room right now, and we want them to be able to see.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, come visit us at the Corvallis Tasting Room, where you can see where the wine is made.
James, plug in. This
hits.
I'm gonna pour myself a little more. You want some?
Yeah. Yeah, the oak is really integrated well. Like, I remember like the year after we bottled it, I was like, oh, this is like a little intense. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the long man's game, right? Like, seeing how this wine changes with age.
Yeah, well, and it's the second time we ever filled the Second Moreau Finesse ML barrel with Son of a Bear, and it's that Hermitage Bertrand Trancé medium long that we loved with the Wadberries 100% whole cluster.
Yeah.
Which, speaking in code, but James knows what I'm saying. That was James's favorite barrel in the entire cellar for his first vintage.
Yeah.
And this is actually James's first year with Fullerton Wines.
2018. It's a great year. A lot of fun.
And this keeps opening.
Yeah.
It's getting some like deeper, like mushroomy kind of porcini things going on now, and some like peat moss, forest floor. And this is a wine you can pretty much only get through us, so you can get it at either tasting room here in Portland or Corvallis. There's not a whole lot left, but we will be putting this on a new flight. That's the reserve flight. So you can come in and taste it and see if you want to add it to your cellar. Because I agree with James. It tastes really good right now, but can lay down for quite a while.
Come see what the hype's about.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you don't mind us, we're probably just gonna sit here and enjoy a little bit more of this. And it's almost quitting time for the day.
I don't see why not then.
And it looks like Howie and Damar are almost finishing up in the barrel room, so don't tell them, but we'll hang out here.
Sorry, guys. And thank you for joining us for another Wine Wednesday.
Better way, yeah. Gonna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala.